Hi everyone, welcome to Expanding Sapiens and this week's collective reading. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for the elements earth, air, fire, and water. So you can watch the element that resonates or relates to your zodiac sign if you would like, or if you have a lot of a particular element in your chart. And in that case, earth is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. For those who don't know, air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Fire is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and water is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. However, you don't have to watch the readings purely based on your zodiac sign. If you are just vibing with a particular element, feel free to watch that element's reading. The elements do have other associations, for example, earth with the physical world, career, ambition, finances, and physical reality. It has associations with things like knowledge and study, ideas, inspirations, intellect. Fire has associations with passion and creativity, also ambition and spirituality. And water has associations with relationships and intuition and our emotions and so on. There are so many associations for each element, so feel free to watch the reading that most resonates for you. And also, this is a collective reading, which means that it's possible that more than one reading could resonate for you. It is also timeless, so no matter when you come across this video, there may be messages in it that are for you. Anything else? Remember, because this is a collective reading, to always use your discernment, to make use of your best judgment, and of course, always, always, always trust your own intuition above anything else. If you would like a personal reading, you can get one on my website. There is a link below. Also, please subscribe and like the video if you're enjoying this. It helps these videos to reach more people and to help more people. Okay, so I'm just going to get into it immediately. What element do I want to start with? I want to start with Earth, so let's start with Earth. Okay, let me write down timestamp. Okay, Earth signs, Earth element. Let's get an oracle card for you. Can I get a card for Earth signs? The Earth group. I'm just gonna say Earth signs, I think it's easier. Ooh, okay, we have in a temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. Beautiful card. Sure, this is. There we go. Look at that. Okay, Earth signs. I'm getting a really practical vibe for you at this time. Devotion is a card that is all about, or not a card, devotion is all about dedication and discipline and commitment towards a specific thing. That can be a relationship, it can be work that you are doing, maybe it's a skill that you're developing. But the important thing is that it is a consistent and regular and often long-term, almost ritualistic, sometimes very much routine commitment to growth in a specific aspect or area of your life. And the consistency of it is what is really, really important here. You're putting a lot of effort and energy into something day in, day out, regularly. yeah, I wonder what this could be about. Could be about anything. But let's see what the tarot has to say about it. Okay. Can I get some messages for Earth? Ooh, we have the Page of Swords. And I'm noticing how he's looking backwards here. This is definitely learning a lot. Seeing things differently. Let's get some more. More messages for Earth, please. Ooh, we have the Devil. This is so interesting. So I almost feel like with both the Page of Swords and the Devil here, it's almost like you are kicking your vices, knocking out your vices, like taking them out. Kind of noticing where you get in your own way. And like really like absorbing that information deeply. Trying to figure out ways to combat the bad habits or any self-sabotaging that you've been doing, any kind of like restrictive thing. So maybe it's a way that you think, maybe it's things that you do, but ways that you limit yourself. You're noticing these things maybe because you're experiencing situations that are putting you in a position where you're dealing with or like grappling with falling into those restrictive behaviors or that self-sabotaging state of being. Okay, it could be bad habits, it could be beliefs that you have, it could be anything. But let's get a little bit more. Can I get some more for Earth, please, for group 1? We have the 8 of Cups here, which is like a desire to move on to something better, of course, which makes sense with both the Devil and the Page of Swords. You would probably want to move on to a better state of being for yourself, where you can make better choices and be more empowered, instead of giving in to those things that aren't helping you and aren't serving you. Let's see what else we have. What else do we have for Earth? Can I get some more for Earth, please? Can I get some more for Earth? You have the 4 of Pentacles here. I'm getting you want to feel safe and stable. You're trying to figure out how to create that for yourself, because this Devil energy, these habits, this conditioning, these beliefs, whatever this is, it's unreliable. It's unreliable, and clearly you've had enough. It doesn't feel good. and it's not felt good, probably for a while. And so creating this for yourself, protecting yourself, protecting what you have. This is what's important for you. Protecting what you have. And then this could be in anything. It could be in terms of you know, with the pentacles here, it could be finances, it could be relationships, it could be your physical health, it could be any aspect of your life. But it's that feeling of like, or that thought of like, I want this to be safe, I want this to be stable, but also I want to make sure that I'm not overdoing it. That's really important. And this could be what this devotion is about really dedicating yourself to being better, for yourself, to being better for whatever aspect of life this is talking about. Let's get some more. Can I get some more for Earth? The King of Swords here. This is strategizing. This is coming up with plans and really trying to figure things out, or like having figured things out. Now this, like, it could be you, but it could be also, I'm getting for some people, coming across someone who is wiser than you, that maybe has had some insights or some inspirations that you've come across, that maybe they've communicated with you, or maybe you stumbled across it, that has shifted things for you and put you in this position of seeing yourself differently, of seeing your life differently, and the way that you do things more clearly, and understanding where you've been a little bit limited with yourself, maybe where you've been giving in to temptation, as the Devil card is about, for those who know about tarot. So let's get some more. Can I get some more for Earth? Yeah, grieving the things that didn't, grieving the ways that you weren't there for yourself is actually what I'm getting with this. Almost like just being disappointed in yourself, or disappointed in your circumstances previously, maybe in a situation where you have felt like you couldn't do anything about it, and realizing that maybe you could have, but you couldn't have. You really couldn't have, Earth, because you can't know what you don't know until you know it. Let's get some more. What does Earth need to know? What messages does Earth need to know? Ten of Cups. This sense of fulfillment is possible for you. I think part of this process, this whole process with the Page and the Devil, of seeing these things more clearly, seeing the self-sabotage, seeing these restrictions more clearly, is going to help you take them down one by one, so that you can build this for yourself. I wonder if part of this has to do with relationships, because I'm getting a sense that relationships are important here for you. Maybe they impact your current situation in a way that you haven't realized before, or are only starting to understand and see more clearly right now. Can I get some more for Earth? Wow, yeah. So things are kind of just moving along on their own. I think you're a little bit along for the ride here. Especially with this, whatever this is. I think this is a really good thing for you. I think this is a really, really good thing for you, because as you're having these realizations, seeing these things, and you're making those adjustments, I really feel like you're making those adjustments, coming back to inner temple here, devoting yourself to something new, to doing things differently, to doing things better for yourself. You are setting things in motion. And I think it's so good for you. It's not easy, but it's so good for you. And along the way, yes, grieving. Maybe the fact that things couldn't have gone better sooner. But, I mean, that's all part of the process, I guess. That is all part of the process. I think the important thing here is actually this devotion to doing better for yourself, to making healthier choices, or to getting stronger, to getting more confident, to really understanding what you're going through and what's right for you, and how to do things in a way that empower you. Okay. For some of you, I'm getting like this is skills development, like not new skills necessarily, but skills that are really going to be beneficial for you. Maybe it's work related, I'm not sure. Okay, let's get a couple more. Keep going. I'll get some more for Earth. Yeah. This is a curation, basically. This is again realizing. This is eight. This 5 of Cups is like screaming at me here. Right. This is realizing what you need to let go of and what you need to carry with you. Again, I think this is in terms of beliefs and restrictive thoughts, mostly. I think your inner voice and the way that it sounds, and the way that you speak to yourself, the way that your inner voice speaks to yourself, what the quality of your inner dialogue. Is it encouraging? Is it lifting? Or does it bring you down all the time? I think that's really a big aspect of it for some of you. Because if that inner voice is really mean to you all the time, you're going to feel down all the time. But if you have an inner voice that is encouraging, that is compassionate towards yourself, that's kind of like a best friend, then that's going to help you so much more. And I think you're a little bit preoccupied, or like there's a lot of your attention is going towards making sure that whatever mindsets that you have, that you are carrying forward, whatever you're devoting yourself to, these new ways of thinking, new ways of operating, that they are the right ones, and you're making sure, you're wanting to make sure that you leave behind anything that doesn't work. Yeah, this is like an alignment, like a realignment of yourself, like a calibration of who you are in a more positive direction, which is great. It's a great evolution. And yeah, this whole thing is allowing you to really go for what you want with more confidence. It's cultivating confidence for you as you go, little by little. Actually, not even little by little. I'm looking at this and I feel like it's kind of swift. It's kind of fast, actually. Like, I think what happened is you started doing this, you started having these realizations whenever this, this knowledge, this insight, these moments of realization and clarity happened to you. You started seeing things differently, perceiving things differently, and then becoming aware in your day-to-day of how you are letting these little things affect you in negative ways, or big things. It could be big things as well, and then making those changes. And I think they've been a little bit incremental. They started off incremental and got bigger as time went by. Like I said, devotion, there's an aspect of devotion that is incremental. Excuse me. Because it takes time. It takes time for these kinds of changes. These are long-lasting changes. These are changes to how you operate on a large scale. But it seems like over time things have been speeding up. The effect of these changes has been speeding up, and I think it will continue to for a while, which is kind of nice. Let's get some advice for you. Do we have any advice for Earth? Do you have any advice for Earth, please? Can we have some advice? Justice. Yeah, I like this. This is rewards to me. This is what you put in is what you get out. Like the amount of effort that you're putting in is what you are going to get out of this. So like keep fighting the good fight. In a way, keep acting with integrity, keep being honest with yourself. And honestly, I think you are learning this lesson really well. This idea of what you put in is what you get out. This is specifically for some people talking about, again, that inner voice, right? How that affects you. What you're allowing in is affecting what you get out of the situation. So I like that. Can we get one more? Can I get one more? One more for Earth, please. Can I get a final card for Earth? That's too many. Can I get a final card for Earth, please? Thank you. Interesting. We have the Five of Wands here. This is taking me back to those inner voices. I mean, it could be other people. I'm not sure if it's other people. It could be inner, but I think for a lot of you, it's the inner voice. It's the inner voices and how scattered they can make you feel. Actually, how scattered they can make you feel, and how they can make it difficult for you to to make the smartest choices, because to me these are the voices of like all the different maybe unhelpful beliefs or types of conditioning that you might have, all warring against each other as you are trying to make better choices for yourself and make clearer choices. They're all like coming up and being like, no, 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 but this is how we do things, or like, no, but what about this? No, but what about that? All these unhelpful things. And so this is like, yeah, like understand that this new insight, these new understandings that you have, it's going to take a little bit of time for you to get confident and to feel stronger, making these better choices and really integrating this new way of being into your daily life. It's going to take a bit of time, and for a while you might have to battle with these things, but just know that at the end of the day, you and your intuition know best what's going to be best for you. And so make the good decisions, make the smart decisions, even if you go up against this. And for those of you who are experiencing this through other people, know that you are the only person who truly knows what you're going through in your life. At the end of the day, it's okay to listen to other people's opinions and thoughts on things, but at the end of the day, you are the one who knows you and your life the best. So just remember that. Just remember that. Okay. I think that's going to be it. That's going to be it for Earth signs, and we're going to move on to air. Let's move on to air. Okay. Okay, air. Can I get a card for air signs? The element of air and all the associations. Can I get a card for air, please? Ooh. I think I got this, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before. We were longing for home, belonging, the original light workers here. And this is a yearning for something more. A yearning for I'm getting community for some reason. So maybe for some people this is to do with community or your network or your relationships, possibly. But yeah, yearning for a sense of belonging. Yearning for a sense of belonging here. Or just a knowing, a confidence in knowing like this is where you're meant to be. I mean, I guess it's just another way of saying belonging. But let's see. Let's see what's going on with air. Can I get some messages for air, please? Ooh. Look at that. The Nine of Cups. Beautiful. I like that. That's such a nice energy. That's a really content, satisfied energy. Can I get some more for air, please? Let's see what you're feeling this about. Let's see what this is about. Get some more for air. Balance. I love that. I love that. With temperance here. Really, really emotionally balanced. Being in the flow here. Being in a flow, finding a flow. I think almost like, oh my gosh, almost like finding harmony in things that you didn't previously think you could find harmony in for some people, but like really finding your zone, your place, your people, your little corner of the world and of life, and getting to experience a sense of flow in it, creating satisfaction, creating this Nine of Cups. That's very interesting. Can I get some more for air? Can I get some more for air? The Emperor here. It might be a little on the nose, but I feel like building empire. Building your empire is something that you really want. Because again, I'm feeling a sense of belonging. I'm actually feeling roots here. Feeling roots, putting down roots, settling, stabilizing your life. Like this is what you're going after. This is what you're going after. Can I get some more for air? Ace of Wands. Yeah. New passions. How do you make this happen? This is a brand new vision for your life. Again, this is empire, right? Putting down these roots, it's maybe possibly creating or evolving the vision for your life, the bigger picture of your life and what you want. Perhaps you have something new. For some of you, this could be something new, a new passion or a new driving force that you've discovered. And it could be to do with this, whatever this is that you're finding flow in here, that you're realizing you can create with, and that's really satisfying for you. I wonder if this is people, or if this is like a new hobby or interest or something like that. Could be anything. Can I get some more for air? Whoa, yeah. There have been some big changes for you. Big realizations. Leading to this, right? And that's great. And I feel like whatever these changes are, this is what brought those things that maybe you felt like maybe at first it wasn't apparent to you that you could make them work, that you could, or that these new things even existed for you as an option, as a possibility, something that you could gain a lot of this fulfillment and satisfaction from. But these things just showed up. The situation, these changes, it just happened. And it was big, obviously, with the Tower. It's big. And it may not have been easy, but it's led you to this place of like discovering how to be in flow. Discovering what belonging really means to you, what your your place, your tribe, your community, your thing, what that really means, and how to create it for yourself. And that might be why you are, you know, being driven towards this, because this is really structured, this is really stable, this is very much, like I said, settled and rooted, which is kind of the opposite of this tower, right? This is chaos, this is everything falling apart, not working anymore, and big massive changes, big massive realizations, that upheaval in your life, and it creates a lot of what feels like instability, but it does it for a purpose. And that could be part of like why this is now something that's really, really important to you. And so you're in this energy of like making things work in a new way, and finding flow where you're at, and creating balance. And it's bringing you a lot of satisfaction, or at least you're trying to find that in this fulfillment with these new things, which is great. Can I get some more for air? Can I get some more messages for air? Queen of Cups, beautiful. Yeah, I mean, for some people this could be, again, this is a relationship that's helping to almost encourage, provide like emotional support and encouragement for you. But for some of you, this is also just yourself really truly understanding how you can find fulfillment and satisfaction. This is what it's creating for you. It's this whole like crazy situation. It's leading you to a place where you can feel much more supported, much more at home, much more at ease, much more like you're accepted and you belong and you're found where you're meant to be, and doing what you're meant to be doing what's right for you, what's aligned for you. I like that. There's that sense of community, that's that belonging, feeling really good, having lots to celebrate for. This is what this is about. This is what all of this is about for you. Well, actually, it's about this. It's about the stability and also feeling good. But, you know, there's this. But this is what it's creating for you. That's what I mean when I say this is what it's about. This is what it's creating for you. This is what it's leading you to. This Three of Cups and this Queen of Cups. That support, those cheerleaders, that connection, your tribe. It could be family members, could be friends, could be found family. But it's very, very much supportive and fulfilling, like nourishing, right? Nourishing. There's so much love. There's so much love. I love it. Can I get some more for air? Can I please get some more for air? The Empress. Yeah, see, this could be someone external to you. This is that support, once again. This is that support and that nourishment that you're getting from the people around you, from your environment. And again, I feel like it's a little bit, okay, not overly surprising, but it might be a little bit surprising to you. In the sense that maybe previously you didn't think that this would be possible here, but it is. But this is really great. Okay. This is really great. So you are in a place where you can really flourish. But I think that it's taking you a minute to, or it's taken you a minute to really understand that you can be this, you can be in this energy of like enjoying your life fully. Even when things are crazy, and even when there are big changes, and even when maybe there's not a ton of stability at the moment, you can still have deep gratitude and appreciation for life and find that sense of purpose and joy. And I think your situation, whatever your situation is teaching you that. It's showing you that, leading you somewhere really beautiful, even if it might be difficult at times. Can I get some more for air? This is it. This is that thing of like those big changes, right? Those big changes and those big realizations. This is you moving on and moving forward towards this new sense of stability. Actually, I don't know necessarily if this is what you are creating in the near future. I think this is more of a long-term thing that might be manifesting for you, depending on how you're going about this. But this is definitely wanting to move on from whatever wasn't working before. I almost get a little bit of hesitation actually from this Eight of Cups, a little bit of hesitation of like, is this really how it can be? If I keep going, can it really be like this? Which is understandable. That's understandable. Let's get another. Whoops, that is too many. Can I get another for air? Oh dear. Can I get another for air, please? Ah, yes, look at that, the sun. That's the joy. That's the fulfillment, and that is that this is where you belong. This is what's for you. These are your people. This is your place. This is your thing. This is the life you're meant to be living. That feeling of like, this is where I'm meant to be. That's what you're heading for. I love that. I love that. I don't think you need advice, Air, but let's get some anyway. Let's get some anyway. Can I get some advice for Air? Thank you. Yeah, look, just be careful of what you're carrying into your future with you. Or be aware. Not careful, but be aware. Be aware of what energy, what thoughts, what mindsets you are carrying forward with you into this future, because they will affect how you feel. They will affect your experience of this. Like you're figuring out this. Get these cards. This beautiful emotional balance here and fulfillment. You're figuring this out and you're experiencing it for the first time. But a lot of this has to do with what's going on with you mentally. And so if you can be very like thoughtful and mindful about this, it's going to be important in you not bringing forward things from the past that were not right for you. Okay, these changes, they happen for a reason. Don't carry those same things into the future if they're not meant to be there for you. Okay, Let's get one more. Let's get one more for air. Can I get a final card for air? Please? Can I get a final card? Okay, yeah. So with this Emperor, what I said with the Emperor before, of like, I don't know if this is necessarily what you're, this stability is necessarily what you're creating in the near future. It might be a long-term thing. With this Four of Pentacles, try not to be too rigid about it. Okay? That's what's coming through here. It is perfectly fine for you to be going towards this, working towards this. This is important. It is important to be grounded. It's important to have a sense of security and safety in your life. Definitely, right? Definitely. But you do have to be discerning about how you are creating that, and you have to allow for some flexibility. You have to allow for some flexibility. That's what this whole situation is trying to teach you here. You've got to allow for this. Otherwise, you're going to end up in a situation where things will need to break and fall apart and change once again. Okay? So just remember that. Just keep it in mind to be flexible and to carry forward everything that you're learning in this whole experience. This is really, really valuable for you. It's valuable for you in terms of this and in terms of what you want here. Okay? Okay, I like that. I think we're going to move on to fire now. That is it for you, air signs. Okay, fire. Let's get all of my cards together again. Fire. Can I get a card for fire, the element of fire and the fire signs? Can I please get a card for fire? What's going on with my fire group? Oh, you're being very quiet. What's going on with fire? Ooh, beautiful, birthing a new age. There is a life that you're dreaming of creating for yourself, fire. I have to say this, I'm getting so much, like, being really inspired. Being very inspired and very impassioned. I don't know necessarily if the drive is there yet, but there is a lot of desire. There's a lot. Oh, this isn't even focused. There's a lot of desire that I'm feeling to create something. To create something for yourself. Specifically for yourself. I don't know what that is. But let's see. Let's get some tarot. Let me get some messages. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Immediately we have the devil. Right. We have the devil card here. This, okay. There's definitely passion coming through with this. Definitely passion. Definitely. I mean, we just had this with Earth in kind of a different way. This came up. The devil came up for Earth signs, but yeah. So this is very interesting because when I see this card, this is again, it's telling me like I'm not sure if your energy, like your drive, is there in alignment with what you want to create yet. I'm not saying it's not going to get there, but yeah, just this feeling of really being fired up about something and really being like almost like I have to make this happen. There's like a, I don't want to use this word, but it's like almost like a desperation. I need to make this happen. I need to make this happen. Wow, fire. Can I get some more for fire, please? There we go. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I need to make this happen. You need, like, just really wanting this. Whatever this rainbow is, that's what the rainbow is there, right? That's the thing that you want to make, you want to create for yourself. There's a desperation, there's the fire to make this happen. And there's the opportunity to make it happen. There's the opportunity to make it happen for you, but you are needing to deal with, I don't know, some stuff that's holding you back. Something is holding you back from this. Something's been holding you back from it. Maybe multiple things, but you're like, no. For some of you, it's like, no, I gotta get past this. I gotta get over this. And again, that desperation energy. I've got to get through this. I've got to get over this because I want my happily ever after, my rainbow, whatever that is. Wow. So interesting. Let's get some more for fire. Can I get some more for fire, please? Okay. Yeah. How do you get it? How do you make it happen for yourself? Contemplation of more, right? I almost get like a sense of freedom here. Sense of freedom and capability. And even this is so strange, even like a sense of like relief and peace. Relief of pressure. I wonder if this is like a timing thing for you, for some of you, fire. Feeling like you want the pressure of time to come off your shoulders a little bit so that you can feel a sense of relief. Almost like wanting time to stop a little bit. But this is more like, this is like being driven towards a sense of like the freedom to create, the freedom to choose what you want to create for yourself, what you want to manifest for yourself. To be able to choose freely. Interesting. Can I get some more fire? There we go. Again, I'm getting just like empowerment. You want the means to be able to do this. You want the big success, big legacy, everything taken care of. And even though this is something that's coming through as like you wanting to create it for yourself, there's this thing of like sharing it with people, sharing it with, I don't know, it could be family, it could be friends, could be community, it could be charity, it could be anything. It's like you want this not just for yourself, you want it for everyone else, but you're creating it for you. Creating it for you, but it involves other people. Perhaps you need other people in order to create this. Or perhaps, you know, whatever comes of it, you will share with them. Or maybe both. Maybe both. Can I get some more for fire? Can I get some more for fire? For some, yeah. You know what? I have some thoughts about that. I'm not going to speak on it just yet. But I think let's see if it comes up a little bit later. I have some thoughts. Let's see what else we have for fire. The Hermit, yeah. Okay, so this is retreat and introspection here. I'm getting out like, what am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to do this? What am I supposed to do? This is what you've been going through, or what you have gone through. How do I make this happen? How do I do this? Like, which direction do I go in? I mean, the Hermit is all about that. The Hermit is all about like calibrating your inner compass here. But I'm also getting kind of a down energy. Just almost like down in the dumps. This is what you have been through, I think, prior to being in this situation right now. You've been a little bit down in the dumps. I'm sorry, fire. I'm sorry. Let's see what else we have for you. What else do I have for fire? Judgment. This is a big lesson. This is a big lesson that you are maybe learning. Making better choices. Making wiser choices. Making more... I'm going to say big picture choices, but it's really making better choices that are in alignment with a bigger picture. That are more carefully considered, more thoughtful. And also for some, I think maybe a lot of you, this is also to do with faith. Whatever way that makes sense, it's also to do with faith. Can I get some more for fire? Can I please get some more for fire? We got this for air as well. This is about, I mean, this is creating, I don't know if it's an opportunity necessarily, but this is really about like being supported, learning to celebrate what you can celebrate. Support for yourself, but also supporting others. Learning to find the joy in life. Again. No, I'm saying again, maybe because of that hermit and the down in the dumps energy, it feels like you maybe lost that a little bit for a while there. And finding joy in others, finding joy in connection, finding joy in the little things. Finding joy in supporting others and enjoying how that support returns to you. There's also an acceptance in this card. There's an acceptance of others and an acceptance in return of you from them, which is very interesting. Can I get some more for fire? Feeling stuck, but you're not. Again, like this to me is coming up with this devil card. Like this is a really big lesson that is being taught to you here, because look at this. You are in the devil energy in this, right? Which is that, like I said before, that the desperation to create, to get out of your situation, or to fix something, or to become more empowered, or you know, whatever this is. Like there's a need to do it. There's a desire, deep desire to do it, but there's these feelings of restrictions, like how do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? And feeling like maybe you can't. But your environment actually has everything that you need. All right, your environment actually does have everything that you need to get yourself out of this. Okay, because these swords that can cut you free, that's this. That's what this rainbow is. This rainbow is there for you, but you are having to learn some really, really difficult lessons in order to even be able to perceive that this is around you, that these swords and this rainbow is around you there. And again, part of it is being able to appreciate what you have right now and learning how to, again, enjoy the people around you, the situation around you, the little things that bring you joy right now. It starts there. And I'm getting cultivating joy, cultivating happiness, right? Because it is something that has to be worked on. Cultivating fulfillment, cultivating optimism even. Like there's such a beautiful optimistic energy in this Three of Cups. But not only does optimism help you to see the potential in situations, it helps you to see the swords that can cut you free. It helps you to see the joy and the fulfillment that is available to you in your current situation. Not only does it do that, but it also helps you to become more empowered in your mind. Helps you to become to see yourself and to see your life in a way that creates more of this. It kind of cuts you free from these limiting and restrictive ways of being and allows you to change. And when you do that, you can make better judgments. You can make better and healthier choices. This is very interesting. These are some Some really important lessons to learn, fire. Let's get a few more. Can I get a few more for fire? You want the stability. You want the, like, this came up for air as well, actually. Stability, the roots, the structure, the sense of power and confidence. Like, you really, really want that. But there's also responsibility in this card. There's a responsibility towards those things that you want. Like, you don't just get them, you have to work for them. Part of working for them requires you to go through this and to kick all of these things, whether they're beliefs or habits or vices, whatever they are, to have a chance at this. But this is something that you really, really want. This is something that you want, but what you need is actually this. You need joy, and you need optimism. And you need to be able to cultivate that for yourself. And yeah, we have the Page of Cups here. This is really, like, when you do that, when you allow yourself to experience joy, to see possibility, to just have fun, to just literally just have a little bit of fun. I'm getting small comforts. Small comforts lead to bigger comforts. And then just like play a lot more. Play and have fun and enjoy yourself. And it's in those moments that you are able to like find inspiration and find clarity and have realizations about this, realizations about this 10 of Cups. I know that this Pentacles is on your mind, and like what I was thinking about earlier is, for some people this is like a big payday, maybe work, maybe, you know, getting that bonus, or you know, whatever it is. But this is what is really beneficial to you, actually. This is what it's really about. How it feels. So let's get some advice for you, fire. Let's get some advice. It's too many. Let's get some advice for fire. Can I please get some advice for fire? Thank you. Three of Wands. Yeah, this is again with this Page of Cups and with the three. Like, just see what you can do. See what is actually available to you right now. What can you do to feel good, to feel happy, to like, what is available to you right now? Like, actually take a look at your situation and like think about the most that you can do. Okay, try and have a perception, a perspective, a mindset of like, what can you do with what you have? And try not to be limiting in the way that you think, or restrictive in the way that you think, because honestly, like, most of the time the things that we are able to do for ourselves, we're able to do a lot more for ourselves than we think we can. But we might have ideas about things need to be a certain way. Oh, I need to have this and I need to have that in order to do it. But maybe you don't actually. Maybe you can start doing the thing with what you have and not have absolutely everything that you need. For example, if you want to, I don't know, you want to start a new project or something like that, and in your mind the best way to do it is by having all of these tools and all of that, those supplies, to start this project and to do a good job, because you really want to do a good job of it. You want it to be like, oh my gosh, right? You want it to bring you all of the stuff, and the only way that you can think it's going to definitely bring you the stuff and guarantee the stuff as if you do it perfectly. But like, that's not necessarily, you know, the case or even the point of it. Maybe you could get started immediately anyway. Things don't have to be perfect. And maybe you realize that this is what is actually available to you with what you have, which is this fulfillment, this joy, which will do so much for you in terms of like getting you past this and getting you out of the down in the dumps energy and bringing you towards this, right? Let's get one final card for fire. One final card. I'm almost tempted to leave it there, but let's get one final card. That's too many. Am I taking them though? Am I taking them? No, I'm not taking them. Okay. Can I get one more? Can I get one more for fire, please? Can I get one more for fire? Look. This is cutting through the fog, cutting through what is unnecessary, cutting through the illusion of your beliefs to what is actually truth. And the devil card is the illusion and delusion of beliefs and or at least that's one aspect of the devil, right? So much of this has to do with the mind, okay, and what our relationship with our minds, with our thoughts. And the thing about our thoughts is that they're not always true, right? The things that we think, they're not always true. They don't always reflect our reality or our situation or even who we are. They're just experiences that we're having, and a lot of the time they're conditioned from childhood, from experiences that shift our core beliefs and mold our core beliefs. And sometimes it can prevent us from seeing the reality of what we have in front of us and what we're capable of and what we can do and what is available to us. And so this Queen of Swords is about cutting through all of that illusion and seeing things objectively for what they are, and seeing the truth of what we can do. And so that's what I'm getting for you here. This is like cutting through all of that unnecessary stuff, or the illusion, actually cutting through the illusion of it, the limiting thoughts, the restrictive thoughts, to see the truth of what can be, the truth of what you can actually create where you are right now. Okay, it's going to be it for fire. We're going to move on to water. Alright, water. Can I get a card for water? For the signs, for the element, and all its associations. Can I please get a card for water? Ooh, don't dim to fit in. Don't hold yourself back, water. This is like... I love this message. Don't dim to fit in. Don't play small. Shine your light. Why are you holding yourself back, water? Water, I feel like you're holding yourself back with something. Choosing not to do something that you should be doing. Why? Why would you do that? Or maybe not something that you should be doing, but something that you really want to do. When you don't have to hold yourself back. Or maybe it's something that you want to do and you should be doing. That's probably the most likely. Okay, let's see what the tarot says for water. Can I get some messages for water? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, we have the Magician. Look at that, making things happen. You want to make something happen? What do you want to make happen, Water? Let's see. Can I get some more for Water? Thank you. Ooh. Ooh. 3 of Wands. We just had this for Fire. Very different message though, because this is... Oh, this is preparation. This is gathering your resources. This is learning skills. This is the time. This is the time in which you might actually be doing this, or maybe you're wanting to be doing this, but this is the time for you to be preparing yourself, to be gathering all of your resources, your supplies, getting yourself ready for that moment where you're going to just like leap out into the world and go on a new adventure, right? This is the time for preparation, the time for preparation. But you're holding back. Why? Some of you. Let's keep going. Can I get some more for Water? Interesting. We have the 6 of Swords here. There's worry here. There's like, you just want things to get better. Is this why you're holding back? You just want things to get better and you're waiting for things to get better. Is that when you're going to make your big move? Or you're trying to get things to a point. You're trying to push things to a point where things start getting better. Or everything that you're doing right now. I don't necessarily feel like it's waiting. Maybe for some of you, you're waiting for things to get better. But for some of you, it's the choices that you're making now. Especially this, don't fit in. That's part of it. The choices that you're making now are to, how do I want to say this? They are so that you can have peace. That's weird. Okay, here's how I want to say it. The choices that you're making now, you're making them because you think that, from your perception and your belief, it isn't the right time, or that it would be better for you to make your thing, your big move, on the other side of some kind of transition. This is very interesting. Can I get some more for Water? Keeping the peace. Wow, okay. This is it. This is what I said, like peace. I was wondering why peace was coming up earlier, right? Keeping the peace. Why are you doing this? You can't do that. But like, this is what's preoccupying you right now. Just keeping things stable, keeping the peace. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you keep things? But you can't. How do you keep everybody happy? You can't. Right? But it's also like, how do you do what it is that you want to do, that you need to do, and keep everybody else happy at the same time? You can't. Sometimes you just have to do what you need to do, right? You can't do that. But this is like what's concerning you. It's very interesting. Can I get some more for Water, please? Can I get some more for Water? Wow. This is so lovely. So you started this before, whatever this was, this thing that you want to do, you began this already and you were like, this is what I'm doing. This is it for me. I can do it. I'm confident. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Right? No matter what happens, whatever the challenges are, I can do it. Maybe you even started. Maybe you even started doing it. You started taking charge and taking control and doing that. So what is this? Is this a speed bump? Is this a speed bump right now? I think it's a speed bump. I think it's a speed bump. I think it's a speed bump. Yeah, I really do. I know I keep saying that, but I think it is. So, let's see what else do we have for water? Oh my gosh, look at this. I love this. This thing, whatever it is, it's bringing you here. It's bringing you here. It's getting you all the things that you want. It is giving you everything that you need. It's taking care of you, whatever this thing is. It will be taking care of you, and then I think you will also be able to take care of yourself and everything that you want to take care of. This thing is really important, whatever this is, I think. But I love that. Can I get some more for water? Can I get more messages for water? I mean, it could be like a passion, right? Because we have wands here. And even with the Chariot and this don't seem to fit in. Like, this screams to me about something that you are really, really passionate about. Or really excited about, at least. And it's something that you can do really well. It's something that you can excel at. That you have the ability, the capacity to excel at. It's something that speaks to who you really are, like what's right for you, what you're meant to do. Maybe you feel like it's something that is like, I think for some of you it's a calling, for some of you it is just something that you really want to do. You feel very strongly about like, oh, this is the thing that I've got to do. Can I get some more for water? Yeah, this is great. This is like, it's creating balance. It's improving your situation. This has the potential to improve your situation, whatever this is about. This thing, this passion, this desire, this calling. It has that ability. It can have that effect if you let it. If you explore it, you might find that it brings more balance to your life. It gives you more ownership over your life. I'm hearing ownership over your life, and even helps you connect with people better. It could bring more partnerships into you. Like, this could be something that you do with someone else as well. For some people, this could be something that you are doing with someone else. Maybe it's like, if it's a business thing, it could be like a business partner. If it's a personal thing, it could be like a person you are in a relationship with, something that you do with them, either for your relationship or for something else in your life. Can I get more for water? Can I please get some more for water? I feel like you're on the precipice here. Should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? Should I keep going with this? Shouldn't I keep going with this? You just have this choice to make. And I think maybe some contemplation is necessary about what is actually possible for you right now, and what you can do right now, or how you can do it rather. Interesting. Can I get another for water? Can I get another for water? Okay. It's going to take time to build. I think you know that it's going to take time to build. You might be worried about how long it will take, but I feel like you're in it for the long haul. It's something that you are willing to work at and get and do for a very long time, to put in the work, put in the effort. You're willing to do that. Even if you might have some reservations about how long it might take, how slow things might go. I think maybe there's always going to be a little bit of like worry. I think with most people, to be honest, about the timing that things take. Like sometimes things take a lot longer than we think that they should. But things take time to grow. And it requires consistent, dedicated effort to make it happen over usually longer periods of time than you imagine. You feel like you're willing to do it, but also like having to maybe accept that it will take consistent effort over a long time to really truly flourish. So hope and a worry. Oh, for some of you, this is interesting. For some of you, it's like missing the opportunity, feeling like whatever the situation is, things are progressing so slowly that you might miss the opportunity to do this. That's for a different group of you, different group of water signs and the water element group. This idea that because you're waiting around, or maybe trying to keep the peace, or like you're waiting for the right time for things to finally make progress, and it's taking a long time. Some of you might worry that you'll miss your chance to actually like fully immerse yourself in this thing completely. Interesting. Again, that's a hope and a worry. Can I get some more water? If you are feeling stuck, and again, this is for that group that I just talked about. If you are feeling stuck right now, you're wanting to move forward, I want to say stuck. I want to just mention the stuck is a feeling. It's not a fact. Excuse me. So when you are paused and you feel like life is slowing down, or it is pausing you, it is temporary, and there's a reason, and the reason is just a need to look at things differently. Okay? To look at your situation differently. And I think what you need is to, because immediately I'm looking at this halo over the hanged man, and I'm like seeing these rays of light behind this woman, right? That's the light that you need to shine. And I think what you need is a new perspective on whether or not you should be shining, like whether or not this, what's a better way to say this, your relationship with shining this light that you have, that is it. You need a new perspective on that relationship, because I think something is holding you back from shining this light. And part of the reason things are going slow, and maybe part of the reason why things are feeling a little bit stuck right now, is because you need to have a more empowered perspective of shining your light. You need to release the blockages that are preventing you from being able to shine your light, because shining it is the key here to making this happen, to get the ball rolling, to this King of Pentacles, and all of that, right? You have to feel confident. You have to feel okay with it. You have to commit to it. And you need to release whatever's making you feel a little bit worried or fearful or like you can't. You need to release that. And that's what's creating that stuck feeling. That's what's stopping you from shining, from dimming. That's what's making you dim yourself. Can I get an advice for water, please? Can I get some advice for water? Can I please get some advice for water? Okay. Yeah. Wow, this devil is coming up so much in this reading. This is release your limiting, self-sabotaging, self-restricting beliefs. Release them. They are not helping you. They are not helping you move forward. Anything in your life that makes you feel less empowered, that makes you feel like you can't do something, that your hands are tied, that you are a victim in your situation, that you don't have the ability, the capability, the capacity, the whatever, the talent, the skill, anything like that, anything that makes you feel like that, you have to let go of it. You have to let go of it so you can shine. You gotta do it. You can't keep, because, and I get that this can be difficult because it's a cyclical thing. You have to keep doing it. You have to keep releasing yourself from this every time it comes up, until it no longer comes up anymore, until it doesn't have power over you. You have to keep doing that. But you do need to do this. You need to be very aware of limiting thoughts and restrictive thoughts and beliefs that you have. Cut them out. Cut them out, water. Cut them out. Can I get one final card for water? Thank you. Queen of Swords. Yeah, this came up for fire as well. Look, cut through those illusions, because this is illusion. All these things that are making you think that you can't, that you are not empowered, that it's just not possible for you right now, that you can't do it, that you have to wait, that you have to blah, 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 blah. It's not true, right? Cut through those delusions. See things for what they are. I'm not saying that there won't be challenges in your current situation and things that you need to consider, of course. But there is a point where like according to this reading, there might be points where you are deluding yourself and thinking that you can't have or do as much as you actually can. So you're holding yourself back. You have to be really, really clear and really honest with yourself about what you're doing and how you might be even contributing to this, to the things that hold you back, the things that make you feel disempowered, the things that prevent you from shining your light. Okay, so that is going to be it for you, water, and that is it for this reading. I really hope that this helps, and that is it. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.